So again, welcome. Thanks for being here. It's a very, very exciting moment. It's the last day of an intensive learning journey for our students of batch 517. They've been learning actually for the past 24 weeks part-time, and we are really looking forward to present those 5 products today, which they've been really busy working on the last couple of weeks. So first, I'd like to congratulate all of you. In addition to successfully completing the bootcamp, which is already a huge challenge, you overcome all the challenges also of being remote or hybrid, depending on the situation along the way. So congrats for that. We know it gives an additional, it brings an additional challenge. Before we get started, I actually want to give a bit more information about Le Wagon for those who don't know us yet. So Le Wagon, we started in Paris in 2013, and over the last 8 years, we've trained more than 10,700 people in 43 cities around the world. And in Montreal, we are actually the first ranked bootcamp, coding bootcamp, and we are the most acclaimed coding bootcamp in the world, according to our students' reviews. For us, it's a very, we are very honored about these feedbacks, of course. Congratulations again for you, batch 517, because you are joining today this amazing community, international community of more than 10,000 graduates, and we are really, really happy and honored to have you amongst our community. We are a bootcamp, very practical, very hands-on. We put a lot of emphasis on practical learning and product, and that's what you're going to discover tonight in a few moments. Actually, many of our graduates have gone on and continued working on their products after the bootcamp and have launched startups after they finished their bootcamp. So we have 2 main courses at Le Wagon, one focused on web development, and this is the one we are celebrating tonight. And we have also another bootcamp in data science, which provides and gives all the skills we need today to be able to work with data, to join a data science team. So the graduates today I'm always super impressed how many different backgrounds we have amongst our students, not only the academic backgrounds, but also the cultural backgrounds. Some have just finished university, for example, or still under their studies. Some were working in careers completely different from or unrelated to tech for a number of years, but they all have different goals following the bootcamp, but they all have in common this very strong motivation and dedication to change and gain very practical, hands-on technical skills to reinvent their career. Some of our graduates, for example, will become a developer, some will become freelancers. We know that some people will launch at some point their tech startup if they are not already entrepreneur. And they could also, work in a very, very different tech-related roles. So now I'd like to invite Stéphane on stage, who will say a few words about our graduates. I let the stage for you, Stéphane.
So good evening, everyone. It's now time to discover their projects. So over the past 24 weeks, at the pace of 2 evenings every week and also a full day on Saturday, they have learned to code. Mostly they have learned how to work and think like developers. But to me, the most important thing I think that they learned is how to learn. They learn how to go out in the world and ask the right questions to search for the answers to their questions. And this is a skill that is invaluable for any web developer. So for those of you who have never coded before, it would be very, very hard to imagine the challenge of coding what you are about to see in only a few weeks at part-time on top of that. So especially since before the bootcamp, most of them had little or even no background in programming. Over the last 4 weeks in teams, And they went through all the steps to build a web application from scratch. So first coming up with an idea, then imagining the product itself, designing it, prototyping it, defining the technical specs, coding it, of course, hosting it online to share it with the world, and finally preparing and rehearsing a pitch so that they can show you the fruit of their work, share it tonight to the whole world. So I feel confident when I say, trust me, you're all going to be really impressed by what they have achieved in so short a period. So they really deserve a big round of virtual applause to all of them. So I'm ready to start. I hope you are too. First, we will welcome the first team. So Outrek, which is comprised of Samantha, Frédéric, and Tion. So you can join the stage so people can see you. Hey, Frédéric. Sweet, sweet Tion and Sam. So yes, Outrek. So together they built an app to help outdoor enthusiasts get informed, get organized in order to plan their outdoor trips in the most efficient way. So the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Stefan.
Thank you, Stefan. Hey, Fred, are you free May 21st to go to Lake Louise? We can canoe and camp there.
Well, of course, I'm always down to go outdoors.
Okay, but we're going to do things differently this time, unlike that disastrous trip we did last August.
Disastrous? I thought we had fun in Joshua Tree National Park. What do you mean?
I ended up carrying, planning everything. You guys forgot what you needed to bring. You didn't have enough warm clothes. You had no clue what activities we're doing. We started the trip late because of last minute things we had to buy that you forgot. Total chaos and borderline dangerous.
Okay, fine. What do you propose we do differently this time?
We should have used Outrek for our planning.
What's an Outrek?
Okay, Outrek is not a person. Outrek is an app. Let me show you what I mean. So on Outrek, we plan the trip, we add the meetup locations, dates, and activities that we want to do. Then it creates all the suggested safety items to bring. So everyone has their own responsibilities, no nagging, no texting from me last minute.
Well, that's great. Let's plan this trip to Lake Louise.
All right, so cool. Lake Louise, here we come. So let's meet up at the visitor center. Great, so we're planning for the 21st of May. And let's do it for first thing in the morning at 9 a.m. And then we'll come back on the 25th at about 7 o'clock. So I would like to camp and canoe. Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, we're in the Rockies. We definitely have to go hiking.
But of course, let's add hiking to that. Voila.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'm always for getting extra water or sun protection. But how does it know what to recommend we bring?
It's recommended by the National Park's official securities guideline. It shows the safety essential gears.
Okay, I'm on board. You had me at official security guideline. Is this our checklist?
Yes, it is. And I'm going to start working on it. So I need to buy a map. And I need to buy a compass. And let's see, I also need a new pair of shades. And I'm going to mark the sunscreen as bringing because I have a full bottle. And all the other items, I'll mark it later.
Okay, before I forget, would you bring your binoculars so we can have a good look at those glaciers, please?
Easy. Let's just add it to the list. So binoculars, like that. Voila, we have binoculars.
That's pretty neat, especially for someone like me who still scribbles on Post-it notes as reminders. How do you include me on this trip and on Outrek?
So I am going to invite you to the trip, and just check your email and accept the invitation.
Great. I'm looking forward to this. Thanks,
Me too. Me too. I'll talk to you later, Fred. So while I'm here on Outrek, I should continue and finish my planning to Starve Rock with Monica. Let's see, it shows that I am about 92% done. So the navigation, I have just bought that. So, oh, actually, you know what? Let's get the walkie-talkie. I just remember that they told me there might be no reception there, and I had a it was great. It was very helpful last time I went hiking. And then for the map, I've already bought that. So I'm just gonna change that to bring. And I am now 100% done. Cool. So let me go and check if Fred got my invitation to that Lake Louise trip and see how he's handling the Outrek app. Oh my gosh, Fred has already signed up on Outrek. And look, he's actually planning his list. You know what? I think I'm going to assign Fred to bring everything this time, except for my sunglasses. I'll bring that myself. Thanks, Outrek.
Great job. Amazing job, Samantha, Fred, Tune. Really beautiful app. Great pitch. Most definitely, Outrek is going to be on my list for my next trip that I'll be planning, for sure. Great job. Next team now, let's welcome Pascal, Gad, and Karine, who will present to us Join Code Buddies, which is a collaborative platform which regroups developers into teams according to what projects they wish to work on. So Pascal, Gad, Karine, please come on stage, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
And well, take it away. It's all yours.
All right.
Shouldn't be long. Pascal seems to have a bit of technical issue. Camille. Oh, there's Pascal. All right. I'm
Terribly sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Pascal. I recently finished a web development bootcamp at Wagon. And after doing so, my first priority was having more projects to showcase on my portfolio. The problem was I wanted to do so while having a social experience of web development. I couldn't really do that because all my friends from the web development bootcamp had all gotten hired and they weren't available to help me out anymore. And networking events weren't really something I was able to do anymore. So I looked on the internet, as one does, and thankfully I found this great website called Join Code Buddies. On this website, there are various projects all being pitched. You can either join somebody's project or you can create your own and have people from various backgrounds help you out. There's the final results feed where you can see the projects that are done and ready up for display. There's a growing community of developers, people from various backgrounds, such as designers, all ready to help out. And really what attracted me is the large numbers of reviews and the partnerships that this website had gotten So today I've made up my mind on joining a new project. I want to have something brand new to showcase on my portfolio. So let's take a look at what's available for me today. Device testers. I would like to create an amazing software to help QA experts. Sounds a bit too complicated for me. I'm not even going to finish that sentence. Let me see if there's anything else I might be interested in. First, escape. I would like to create an app that recreates the Zen feeling you have in the middle of a forest. I like that. Let's take a look at the team. Perhaps there might be some people that I like to work with. Let's click at Gad's profile and see what he has to offer. Gad is a full stack developer, codes in Vue.js. He has Figma skills and CSS skills. Okay, so let's take a look at Karin. Maybe I like that too. Front end developer, develops in JavaScript, Python, React, PHP, C++. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna send a request to join their project, and hopefully they'll like to have me. I'll go back to the dashboard, see perhaps if my request has been sent properly. That's good. Okay, so now let me create a project. I've had my mindset on this app. It was supposed to be an Uber clone. It was supposed to be just something that mimics the functionalities of Uber. So let's get right on that. Okay, so let me go see if my request has been accepted. Maybe something has happened. It has. Great. Okay, so let's go to the room and meet my new teammates. Hey, everybody, it's Pascal. Want to go on a call and meet? Okay, let's do it. Hey, Gad. Oh, God, I can't hear you, unfortunately.
Hi, guys.
Hey, everyone. Good to have you on our team, Pascal.
Good to be here.
Amazing. Meeting you, that's Karine. She's going to be helping you out with the back-end development. And I will assign also some tasks for you to look it up on our notes. So we're first going to clone a repo, and Karine's going to explain you the rest.
Okay, what am I working on, Karine?
Yeah, well, we were thinking about a video feature in order to talk to other people. Would you like to work on that?
All right, I guess we're having some technical issues. Pascal, can you hear us?
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, sorry about that. Oh, yeah, okay, I got my task. I'm working on it right away, okay, guys?
Awesome, go for it.
Okay, good. Okay, now that I've met my teammates, I'm ready to go. Hopefully this turns out to be a great project I get to showcase on my portfolio. Thank you, everybody. This has been Pascal from Joy Code Buddies. Thank you.
Great, amazing. The video feature is just great. I like it that you integrated in your pitch that you're gonna set up the video feature, since you're pretty much the one who coded it for this one. So congratulations, team. Great job. Beautiful website, great pitch. Time now for the third team to come on stage. So let me introduce you to Nazim, Tep, Michael, and Mary Grace. Together, they built NotifiQ, an app which will change your pandemic life by allowing you to avoid waiting in line. NotifiQ allows you to book your spot before you arrive at your destination. So NotifiQ team, take it away.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
All right. My name is Chad Kroger, and I'm 21 years old. It'll soon be my friend's birthday, and I'd like to indulge him with a good old-fashioned Montreal combo, alcohol and marijuana. One thing, though, is that I'm quite impatient, and I like to use my time rather wisely, meaning that lineups are a big no-no, especially during these tough times. One of my friends told me about an app called NotifiQ, which essentially allows me to efficiently utilize my time instead of waiting in line, aka the aspect of not needing to wait in line. So I figured that I use it, which is precisely my cup of tea. So I open it up, and lo and behold, I see multiple stores. There's, Costco, McDonald's, IKEA, and whatnot. But I also see that there's the SAQ available actually to get in line. Let me go ahead and click on that, sorry. All right, so I definitely see here that the approximate wait time is around 2 minutes with 11 people in line. Definitely seems like something that I can go for. So let's get into it. All right, so the fact that I'm on here, I definitely see that I have my own personal QR code that I'll be able to show at the card once I'm there. Small information, and I definitely see here that there's an approximate wait time going down in terms of its countdown. So you know what, it's perfect. So now it's time for me to get changed and head out. All right, so outside, as I'm taking a stroll towards the SAQ, I see that I still have enough time left. So this is actually my chance to hit 2 birds with 1 stone. All right, so in that case, let me go ahead to the SQDC to see what's happening. Darn it, I knew it, I definitely knew it. It was too good to be true. The lineup is extremely long and there's no way I'll be staying outside in the cold like a sitting duck. But what? To my amazement, I also noticed that there's a NotifiQ QR code at the entrance. So if I put 1 and 1 together, I reckon it's also available on the NotifiQ app. Oh, perfect. I have a little buzzer that's telling me that in 1 minute, I should be free to get back to the SAQ. So let me go ahead and verify whether the SQDC is on there. All right. Okay, let's keep going. Perfect. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the SQDC Barry. I see that the approximate wait time is around 50 minutes, which will give me more than adequate time in order for me to get to the SQDC, get what I want, and then get back to the SAQ. So from this point on, let me go ahead and get into lineup. Perfect. All right, awesome. In that case, let me go ahead and see what's going on with the SAQ aspect. Okay, perfect. All right, so while I'm heading back, I decide to re-verify SAQ's current status, and voila, I'm getting a notification of vibration, and it's telling me that, hey, it's currently my turn in line right now. So I show up at the SAQ, I show the QR code, and boom, I'm in. All right, so now we're getting into the business side. My name is Tom York, and I manage the SAQ from Gene Talon. One of my primordial responsibilities is to make sure that efficiency is met and to ensure the maximum business performance output and customer organization has been reached. So I definitely see here that there are currently 14 people in line. Yes, I definitely see this. Now, let me go ahead and look at the current and past stats here. Okay, yeah, I definitely see here. Okay, so I see that the average number of guests is around 21. I definitely see that on Wednesday, we had a terrible turnout. Lots of people went on NotifiQ, but decided not to show. Whereas I definitely see here that on Friday, there was a clear acceptance of QR codes and the ones that actually came in. So it definitely shows that on a Friday, because it's the weekend, people are more inclined to purchase a lot of alcohol per se. And so if I put in relation Friday with Friday here, it said that Friday they've been waiting around 17.5 minutes. I think I could change several aspects to ensure that the lineup goes as efficient and clear as possible. And I definitely see as well that the current waiting time right now at my store is around 13 minutes. So how about you? Thank you, NotifiQ.
Good job, team. Amazing. Very nice to see both aspects of the user and the business parts. Great job. Congratulations. Next project is called Braid. So let me introduce to you Antoine, Paul, and Patrick Lam. Braid is a real cool e-commerce app which allows customers to get discounts on products by grouping their purchases with friends. It's all yours, Braid.
Thank you, Stefan. Hi, everyone. All right, so good evening, everyone. My name is Antoine, and I'm a small business owner based here in Montreal. So since the pandemic started, I've been forced to move my store online in order to maintain a certain amount of my sales. However, since then, one of my key problems has been gaining new customers, as I have really low visibility online. And winning new customers through Facebook ads and discount is extremely costly and inefficient. But this is where Braid comes in. Braid has been a blessing for me during the pandemic as it fixes all of these issues. On Braid, customer can visit my store, the Covas, a store for all of your leather boots and other Midwestern-inspired needs, and are prompted to a breakpoint at the top right corner. This breakpoint indicates the amount after which I will be willing to offer them a discount. In this case, 10% off if their total spend reaches $600. But that's not the best part. The key feature of Braid is the capacity it gives to my customer to invite their friend if they wish to reach that $600 breakpoint together by bundling their order. Acquiring new customers is a very expensive process for me, but now this actually transformed my customers into my best sales representative as they start inviting their friends and family to shop at my store. As we all know, nothing is worth more than a friend's recommendation when discovering new stores, and this is what I'm hoping to capitalize on through Braid. So while I'm there, I wanted to add a new product to my store. I've just received those pretty stylish leather backpacks, which would do some good to my storefronts. They're top quality, and if you check out the website, they should actually be available tonight for sale. But don't wait too long, because I'm pretty sure they'll run out quickly. All right, should be up right now. And finally, I'm curious to see how my sales and promotions are doing. So let's take a quick look at the dashboard. All right, total revenues and discount doing well. Doing great, I see. So yeah, Braid was truly a game changer for me.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paul, and since this whole pandemic started, I got a lot into online shopping. So I like to hunt for the best deal, and above all, I like getting discounts. In my search for the perfect website, I stumbled across Braid, a website that lets me increase the discount I get by inviting my friends and buying as a group. Since I have recently moved into my new place, it's still pretty empty. So I'm still looking to buy a few new products for my home. So I'm looking for maybe a few plants. I see that there is this mini money tree. I'm someone who loves money and trees, so this is the perfect product for me. Unfortunately, $89 is a bit over my budget. The good thing is that I see that this store has a breakpoint of $250, meaning that if my total reaches that amount, I would get 10% off. I have a friend who also likes plants, so I think he would also be interested to buy from the same store with me, and we can benefit of a 10% discount for both of us. So let's add the product to the cart and check out as a group buy. This will bring me to my group buy room where I can see my total and where I can invite as many people as I want. So I have a friend, Antoine, who's also interested by plants. So let's see if we can find Antoine, invite him over and see if you'd be interested to buy from the same store and hopefully reach that break point.
All right, so I just noticed that my friend Paul, to whom I had talked to about the website, has actually invited me to buy in a group with him. I'm really curious to see what he's buying and if I can get myself a discount out of it. So let's go to his group buy. So I see that he's actually shopping from Bloomscape, which is one of my favorite online stores for all plant needs. His cart is currently sitting at $89, and I see that if I purchase for $161, we'll be able to get a 10% discount. That's actually ideal for me since I wanted some new plants for my apartment, and I've been looking for a Mother's Day gift. So let's go see what they have in store. All right, so right there, I'm already very intrigued by this pineapple tree. I always wanted one, so I know that I'm adding this to my cart. You know what? Actually, I think my mother would enjoy it too. So let's add 2 to my cart and go back to Paul's group to see if we qualify for that discount. Okay, So now I can see that me and Paul currently reached $307, qualifying us for a 10% discount and bringing down our total to $276. I'm done shopping, so whenever Paul will be done inviting people as the lead of the group, he'll be able to close our group order and have it go through. This platform really has a lot of potential, and I'm already looking forward to seeing you all shop on Braid. Thank you.
Congratulations. Great app, great pitch. Really, really good job, team.
Thanks, Stefan.
Be proud. Last but not least, let's welcome our final team on stage. So Tate, Jeremy, Dima, and Celine, please come over, say hi to everyone. Together, they built Pup, a website where dog lovers looking for a puppy can find reputable breeders in their area for the breed they desire. So show us the magic.
Hey guys, thanks for coming out. Hello, lovelies. My name is Corella DeVille, and I've been breeding champion pedigree Dalmatians for over 10 years. I started breeding them due to my passion for the breed, and even though I barely make any money every year, I can't imagine life without these wonderful animals. Despite the love for what I do, every litter that is born comes with the same headaches. I have to go through hundreds of messages on Kijiji and Facebook that waste my time and advertise my puppies next to hundreds of unregistered breeders that only care about their profit and not the dogs. I was recently told about this site called Pup that only has verified breeders on their site, so I thought I'd give it a try and make an account. It was really easy to make my profile page and add information about my mission, my dogs, and my litters. You know what? I think there's a better picture of Ross that I could be using here. Let me see what I have. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Let's see how that looks. Okay, yeah, perfect. That looks way more professional. Hopefully I get some requests to come see my litters soon. Hey there, my name's Jack, and my wife Jill and I are loving parents of 2 children. We both grew up with dogs and recently decided we want to give our kids the same wonderful gift we had as children. We've had friends tell us the horror stories of puppies they've got online, so we've been very cautious. After a couple months of searching on Kijiji, we haven't been able to find the right breeder for us. The few breeders we've met have really concerned us. We felt rushed to make a decision and haven't been able to see the parents. We're still not even sure what breed would be the right fit for us. We recently found this site called Pup, so we thought we'd give it a try. Oh, cool. It looks like they have a whole area for learning about breeds. Let's check them out. Okay. This Shiba Inu looks cool. Let's see what that is. Oh, neat. It comes from Korea. Looks like it has a good lifespan. Doesn't look too big for us to handle at that weight. And it looks pretty active based on this rating, but it doesn't look like it'll be that good with our kids. Let's see if there's some other options out there. Let's check out this Dalmatian. It looks beautiful. Okay, perfect. It has a good lifespan and weight as well. And it doesn't look like it'll require too much grooming with that coat. And oh yeah, this looks like it'll fit our lifestyle perfectly. They're good with family and loyal to their kids. Yeah, great. They're very trainable as well, super family friendly, and have good overall health too. Let's see if we can find a breeder for one. Oh, will you look at that? There's a Dalmatian breeder nearby. Let's check her out and see if she has any available litters. Okay, this certainly looks like an upgrade from the other breeders we've seen on other sites. She really seems to be passionate about her dogs based on this description. Finally, we can see the parents as well. Hopefully there's some puppies still available in this litter. Oh, nice. This litter was just born. They look adorable and really healthy as well. Let's check out Missy. My wife really seems to love her. Okay, yeah, she's the one it looks like. We'll try scheduling a visitation with her. Fingers crossed. Oh, neat. It looks like they pre-screen us before to make sure we're a good fit. None of the other sites we use seem to care at all. Let's fill out our information really quick here. So why do you want a dog? I want one for my kids. Have you owned a dog before? Yeah, I owned a bulldog growing up. Why are you interested in the breed? Because it looks pretty active and family friendly. So yeah, I think that's enough information about us for now. Let's send over this request. Oh, will you look at that? I've already gotten my first request. I can see why they want to visit Missy. She's absolutely beautiful, inside and out. Okay, yeah, based on these answers, they look like a great fit for a Dalmatian. So I'll approve their request and set up a date for them to meet her. Nice, the visitation was approved. My wife is going to be thrilled. Hopefully Missy will be the perfect fit for our family. Thank you.
Great job, Tate. Great job presenting all that. Hope you did a bit like two-split personality after this performance. Great app, beautiful job, team. Really, really congratulations. Congratulations to all the teams. The projects are amazing. You all did a great job working on it, bringing it to this level, and pitching it also. Great job, everyone. So there you go. Those were the projects for batch 517. Now is the questions period. So there's a questions tab on Livestorm. So just fire away, ask any questions you have, and we'll invite the students to come on stage and answer them. I will read the questions out loud. So anyone, anything you wish to know? It could be questions about the program also if you want. So Samuel, hi Samuel, who is an alumni from the Data Science Bootcamp. To all the teams, if you had 1 week more, what feature would you have added? So anyone from the teams wants to come on stage and tell us what feature they would add if you had 1 more week to work on that. Pascal from Joint Code Buddies.
I'll be happy to answer this one. We probably would not stop at one feature. We were thinking of making this probably like a whole social network thing. The origin idea was GADS. We sat down and we thought that it was really a lonely thing to develop. Sometimes there's no like social media for developers. There's GitHub, but it's not like you're actually talking to anyone there. So we were talking about notifications, perhaps. We wanted perhaps to have some sort of GitHub integration. If you make some sort of comment on GitHub, it would show up in the chat. We clearly just didn't have the time for that. This is just off the top of my head, but we had a lot of things that we wanted to build up on. So yeah, hopefully that answers that question.
Yeah, thank you, Pascal. I feel that the biggest challenge actually for the teams was to prioritize the features they wanted to build, because all the teams had so much they wanted to add to their apps. Any other team member from another team wish to come, or we could go on to the next question also?
Oh, hello. Yes, answer this question. Our project is PUB. I think if we have more time, we may add the review filter for the breeder. Then if the user goes to this website, then it can see, oh, how is breeder like. Then it can that feature can make for the user can make good decision. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Based on the experience of other users of the website.
Yes.
Yeah, always a good thing to have for sure.
Yes.
Good, thank you, Singmin. There's Juan who asks, let's go, Nazim.
Yeah, like it's just something to add on. It's like essentially like right now we just needed our app to be open so we can get the notification. But what we initially wanted is to actually get a text message, so you don't always need to have it on and whatnot. So once it's your turn in line, you just get a text message and you're and you're pretty much there. Yeah.
Sweet, good idea. Juan asks to all the teams, how do you decide which language to use? Well, This is part of the bootcamp. It's a project at the end of the bootcamp, and at Le Wagon we teach Ruby, and we teach Ruby on Rails. So the projects are all built on Rails. But again, as was answered in the questions tab, there's some JavaScript, HTML, CSS, but all the backend is on Ruby on Rails. Clayton asks, Pup, is this only for breeders? If so, why not add the same for SPCA and rescues? Dima.
Yeah, I can take this one. Yes, it is for breeders now, but basically the whole idea behind it is the marketplace. So it's both, you have customers, you have breeders, or the rescues on the other side. So it could be, it actually could be open for rescues right now. You can create your own breeder brand page and make it all about your rescue, and you can add your litters, you can add your dogs, you can add everything in there. So yeah, it could be used for that already now. Thanks.
Sweet.
Great question.
Thank you, Dima. Nicolas, who used to be one of our teachers also, who was a teacher for this part-time batch, says, question from Julien in the chat, for the group buying app, so that's Braid, I'm curious, is it possible to have more searches to group people that don't know each other?
So thank you for the question, Julien. So in order to share a group, so there's many ways of doing it. So you saw on the presentation that it was inviting people that we know. The idea would be to have links also to be able to share your group. So you could just post it on social media and have random people join through your link. So that would be an avenue, but there's also options for potentially searching groups that you're not already part of.
Sweet. Good answer, Antoine. Thank you. Solène, who's also a teacher for us, asking, will you continue working on your websites? I think Outrek would be very useful for me. So Tian asked, answer, yes, we will. You can count on us. But other teams, are you going to still be working on your projects, on those projects, developing them after the bootcamp? Meaning probably starting on Monday after getting a weekend of rest. Anyone from any of the other teams wants to come on stage? No?
So our teams talked about it. We all have kind of like different plans after the boot camp, but we all kind of are interested in continuing it as like a side project. While some of us are in school, some of us are in work, like transitioning to new careers, and some of us are looking for a new job. So yeah, it's something we're definitely interested in exploring because we think our product has like a lot of potential. There's a huge void in the market right now for it. Thank you.
Cool. Which one of you answered tape right now? Oh, was it, which one of your personalities came on stage?
Oh, okay. That was Corella DeVille.
Okay, thank you. There was a question from Camille through Facebook. How did you find your ideas? Anyone wants to come on stage for that, to answer this? Where did the ideas for the apps come from? Fred from Outrek.
Yeah, basically for us, it's just like it's solving a problem, like personal problem, like managing outdoors trips with trying to introduce friends and families to outdoors activities is can be a very tedious task if you want to do it well. So really trying to solve real-time problems that you're facing was at the core of it. So that's just basically working with what you're facing.
Great answer. Great answer. Actually, from what I've heard a lot through talking to different people and through podcasts and all that, the best ideas, those that thrive the most are usually have their inception from a problem that the person had and decided to make something to solve their own pain, and then kind of caught up because they realized that many other people had the same pain. So that's pretty much what happened here. Is marketability formulating a pitch part of the bootcamp training, or are you all naturals, Gregory asks. The answer here is practice, practice, practice. Yes, it's part of the program. It's not it's definitely part of the program. We insist a lot on the practice and the scripting and the rehearsing and the refining of the pitches, because even if you have an amazing product, if you're not able to present it well, for some reason it got kicked off the stage, it will impede the possibility of the app to actually get traction. So yes, it is part of the bootcamp, but probably some of them are already naturals for it. Julien asked for the group buying app, so Braid again. I'm curious, is it possible to have more? Oh, we already went on that. Hugo says, to all teams, are you guys separating the front back end in 2 different applications with some API integration, or doing everything in Rails? So yes, everything is done in Rails. This is what we teach at the Wagon, and the whole final projects need to be all coded in Rails, which doesn't mean that afterwards it could be refactored. The app could be refactored as an API built on Rails and then using something other for the front end. That could be a possibility, but for the bootcamp itself, since that's what we're teaching, it needs to be a Rails app in the end. MG asks, what did you like the most about your bootcamp? So students, come on stage. You can come more than one at a time if you want.
The people.
The people.
Definitely didn't expect such a diverse group of people, honestly. And, everybody was so welcoming, open-minded, and it was just a breeze. Really feel like, getting to know all of these individuals, it was definitely the best part of the boot camp.
Sweet.
Yeah, I would say definitely the community. It's difficult times right now. We've been together for 26 weeks. So, it's been good to, meet new people, learn a bunch of new things together. So I enjoyed that the most.
Cool.
Yeah, honestly, it kind of feels like a letdown that the pandemic happened while we were doing this, because I felt like we would have really had a great vibe just hanging out at the place instead of doing it remote. But like, for example, our team decided that we will still talk to each other after this. We are really enjoying each other's company. And it's a shame that we could have done so at the place. So, yeah, thank you for all the good times, especially to you, Stefan.
My pleasure. Glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, for me, definitely the people. That was the biggest thing. And luckily, we were still able to, at some points, go into La Gare and be with everybody, and that's a fun experience. It's very different than having to code online, being with people, having your peers next to you, and being able to talk like that. It's a very fun thing.
Yeah, the people as well, and one thing for sure is the curriculum. Us as a student, our interface is so user friendly, and you can go back, like everything is perfect. The curriculum is on point. Good job.
I'd say prior to the bootcamp, I've tried to become a developer just following classes online, and it has there's no you can't compare both. Like, having been able to have a community around this, and it does feel like even if it's remote, like, we've made friends, found like lots of every question was answered one form or another, and it's done. Like, we're developers now, right? It works. Thank you.
Nice. Camille asks, all teams, what was your biggest challenge during the boot camp, and how did you manage those challenges?
Concerning to the project, I think one of the big challenges is timing, because we have a lot of ideas want to implement it in the project, but we have time, we have deadline, so we need to really make the decision for the priority, which one has a higher priority. So we need a lot of communication and discussion. I think that is the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yes, that is definitely something that is not easy. Prioritizing when there's so much stuff that you feel really strongly about and you would like to see come to life. Cutting some of them because time is limited can be very, very hard. There's Gad also who said to learn how to learn was very challenging. I understand that for sure, but it's probably the most valuable skill that you will have learned through this bootcamp. Tune.
I just wanted to add, I thought of course there are many challenges throughout, but one of the things that I really felt was that how to communicate efficiently and stay on the same page with your team. Because we all come from different backgrounds and we all have a different pace at working at things. And sometimes you, like middle of the night and you open GitHub and you see a big pull request with 35 file changes and you're just like, what have I learned? But yeah, you learn to deal with that and you learn to do things more efficiently. And sometimes the things that you think is impressive is actually, it's just TLDR for other people.
Yes, working as team, getting good workflow, getting good communication, those can be hard things to accomplish, and that's why the bootcamp is designed the way it is. So that the last 3 weeks, it's really intensive, just trying to figure out how to work as best as possible with others. And as you can see, they all did very good at that because they managed to deliver great apps in a really short time. Is there a pre-requirement to have some coding knowledge prior to the bootcamp? Basically, you have to have the right mindset for the web development bootcamp. You have to have the right mindset and the willingness to learn. And there is some prep work that you have to do before the bootcamp starts so that everybody has the same foundation. But no prior coding other than the prep work is required. Holly asks, to all, how did your project change from pitch day to demo day? That's a really interesting one. Who wants to come on stage? Meanwhile, Gad answered, pitch day was really just writing down your ideas on the slideshow. That's it, so pretty big change on the pitch day to the demo day. Anybody else wants to come and talk about how their idea changed from the time they presented the idea to the class up to tonight? No one? All right, well, thanks, Gad, for that answer. Oh.
Yeah, actually,
Tate?
I started to figure out this app as being like something gigantic. I had like so many like ideas. It was humongous, and then we had to chop things down in order for this to fit in a month-long project. It's good practice to. It became more concrete. What's a month of programming represents. So yeah.
Can you stay there, Fred? I'd like all of you to stay there once you've answered, because I want to ask the next question to all of you at the same time. So for this one, Tate, how did the project change?
Same answer as Fred. So just like defining your scope. We also had like tons of features that we wanted to add, but we just had we saw the amount of work and time we had, and we really had to remove features that we just couldn't fit into the project. So yeah, that was probably the biggest change, just the scope of the project.
Nazim?
Yeah, so initially, like for me, it was pretty much the opposite. I guess I was a bit naive. It's like the first time we started the project, like, oh, yo, you just got to scan the QR code. Like, how difficult is that? And then you have to send. Then the more that we had our stand-ups, our meetings, and then we spoke to the TAs, the more the small problem became bigger and bigger. So I was like, oh, okay, this is something that I did not see. So yeah, it was a great experience. Learning about all this stuff that comes into play and stuff like that. Yeah, looks aren't always what they seem.
God.
Yeah. So I mean, for our pitch day, all we did was really write down our ideas, and all we had was an Excel sheet with some user stories and a Figma file with a prototype of our vision. The rest was really, we coded line per line from scratch. So it was a really, really big improvement. And once you'll understand, like when we code things, like even a search bar needs to be coded, like every single aspect. When you're not a developer, you think it's just, you find a website and you just drag and drop, but no, like every single little piece that you guys saw today was coded from line per line.
Yeah, the API won't read itself.
Yeah, right.
The next question I wanted to ask you is from Hugo. He's asking, how many times did you use Stack Overflow?
It's the Bible right there. It's the Bible. Yeah, you get especially like one thing that you don't really know that you're terrible at first is like Google searching your issues. So like over time, as you learn, you develop really good skills at like knowing exactly what to search into Google to find the right forms that will help you with the problems you're having. So that was really surprising to me because I thought I was a Google pro.
Yeah, like pretty much like what's it called? I spoke to Stack Overflow and he recently signed my adoption papers, so I'm pretty much a son to it.
Who's your daddy?
Exactly.
On my end, I started to ask questions on Stack Overflow, open up tickets, and it's very cool. Like people do answer back, and then I also started to answer back for projects like insights that if there's something that you can bring to the table, it's like, because on Stack Overflow you kind of need to have a rank to start progressing with this, and like you answer questions, people answer yours, and it's very neat.
Juan asks, after the prep work, so prior to the bootcamp, did you feel you had a good enough understanding, or did you have to relearn everything on the go during the bootcamp? Says, I find the prep work is great, but there is so much content. You don't feel you have to stay there because you're there. If you don't want to answer that, maybe somebody else can come up, or if you want to answer, by all means, go ahead.
Like the way that I felt essentially is like, I think doing that prep work really scratches the surface. But then once like I actually got into the bootcamp, like it's true that like there are several things that you kind of remember and whatnot, but like it's exactly like what he stated. It's along the lines like you don't really know anything in depth, whereas the bootcamp is really there to like push it like till you get really good at it. And like every time you need help or whatever, like everyone's always available for that aspect. So
the bootcamp will make you practice, and that's key.
Yeah. One thing about the prep work is that it kind of gives you the dots, and throughout the bootcamp you really connect them.
I like your way of saying that. Thank you, Gian. Any other thoughts on that question?
That was my answer also. So
all right, perfect. Any other questions from the audience? Hello, Angie.
Hello.
Welcome back.
So I think we're gonna wrap up. Thanks for your great question. It's amazing to see so much interest and so many interesting questions and so many interesting answers as well. Thanks, Stefan. So I'm gonna just share again my screen to give the last words. So of course, you all know that all of this would not have been possible without the help of our teachers and TAs who were there all along these 24 weeks, and we've heard it a lot from the students that the community, the teachers are here to help, and I would like to thank you all. So thank you for sharing your passion, sharing your positive attitude along the way, even in the most stressful situation. All of you played a huge role in their achievements, and for that, I'd like to thank you, and for us at Wagon, it's a huge privilege to have you in our team, and an absolute pleasure to be working with you along these months. So I'd like to thank you, Nicolas, Frédéric, Miguel, Rose, Solène, Philippe, Nicolas again. We had two Nicolas, Christina, Alina, Léa, Nawel, Romain, Jeff, Luca. I know you are all here tonight, Léa. And also, of course, thank you, Stéphane. Stéphane is our batch leader, and you led all this team and this bootcamp brilliantly. So thank you. Thanks a lot. It's very great to have you on board in the team. And again, I want to congratulate, please, a huge round of applause to our students. Congratulations, you nailed it. I'm sure that you can't believe how far you come since the beginning. It's always fascinating to see you evolve along the way, and to realize how skilled you are now and ready to tackle your new challenges. So congratulations, you can be very, very proud. We can really see, and you demonstrated your hard work. And of course, it all deserves a nice celebratory drink remotely, but at least a drink and a restful weekend. So we'll see all you back on Monday, and on Monday we will go over. We will speak about the future and help you with your next steps after the bootcamp. And thanks again, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. If you are interested in joining our bootcamps, we have new batches that are coming during the summer, and in data science as well, in web development. Please reach out to the team if you have any question. We'd be happy to help. We'd be happy to answer any of your questions. We also run a series of events, free events to demystify coding, to get you into this field. So we have launched the Data Science Month this week, and there are still some seats available if you want to join our next workshop, which is web scraping with Python. It's great to learn. You can subscribe to the link I'm going to share right after. We also have entrepreneurs who are using AI and great technologies that are here to share with us. So register to these events. All of them are free, and we'll be very happy to meet you there. If you want more information and how to register, you can simply follow this link. I think someone from the team could share it also in the chat if you can. Otherwise, we will share it. You can also check on our different social media. It's been shared a lot. So thanks a lot. Wish you a good evening, and see you maybe for a next event. Thanks. Bye-bye.